latest blog for hashtag stay true, and I've just literally got the inspiration when I shared a post, how not to be hard on yourself. And just reading through that really reminded me about how hard I have been on myself when I was depressed and anxious, and still now when I have bad days or bad weeks, how it's just so habitual to just go into the thought patterns of being hard on yourself and comparing yourself and doubting yourself. And I'm sure I'm not alone. This is why I'm sharing. Um, and really, just one of the things that helped me when I used to say these things, because they just came automatically, and it felt like I didn't have control over them. So what I would do with these thoughts is, before they went into the spiral of self-loathing, I would really try and grab the thought and say, right, would you say that to your best friend? If your best friend sat down with you and told you the things that you're going through, or the things that you're thinking, or the mistakes you think you've made, or whatever, would you say exactly the same thing that you're saying to yourself right now? And yeah, for me the answer was no, because I would never speak to someone else the way I speak to myself. Um, I just wouldn't have any friends if I did. So that really was just a good thing to sort of recognize it and change it. And even if I wasn't ready to be nice to myself or anything, I could still say, right, that thought's no good, because I wouldn't say that to a friend. And as soppy as it sounds, I needed to stop being my own best friend. Um, and yeah, be your own best friend. Say nice things to yourself, or at least just don't say the bad stuff. Um, and it seemed that I was going through this cycle of making a mistake or thinking I've done something wrong, feeling bad. So then my self-worth or self-esteem would be low. And then I would make choices based on my low self-esteem, which would make the cycle start again, because it would be the wrong choice or not what I really wanted to do. And then so I'd end up going through this cycle of just being in low self-esteem and constantly making choices from that. So when I started to recognize what I was doing, and really grabbing the thoughts and saying, right, okay, you're not happy with this, giving myself the advice I would give to my friends, so being honest, and also, recognizing where I could have been better or changed something, but also not beating myself up about it at the same time, not being hard on myself, and letting it go, learning the lessons and letting it go, and not letting it falter on my self-worth or self-esteem. And that sort of stopped the cycle. And I realized I wasn't making as many wrong decisions, or getting myself into that place, because I wasn't ever getting that low. Um, so yeah, it's something that helped me being my own best friend, um, and just talking to myself the way I would talk to a friend. And one of the lessons was, be careful, because you're listening, and the things I was saying were having a deep impact on me and my behavior. Until I recognized that I couldn't change it. So it's just about awareness, and I'm hoping that this helps, or that you maybe recognize this in yourself, and that maybe you can start being your own buddy. So yeah. Anyways, hashtag stay true always.